Hello everyone, welcome to Third World Collector, the YouTube channel where you will learn how to have an awesome collection without having to mortgage your home. On today's video, we're gonna be talking about my DC custom action figure of Solomon Grundy. Talking about the character, Solomon Grundy was created by Alfred Bester and Paul Ryman. He was conceived as Alan Scott's foe in All-American Comics number 61. He has great stamina, superhuman strength, and he is immortal. And that is because, as you can tell, he is a zombie. In the comics, Cyrus Gold wakes up without knowing anything about his past life. He has no recollection of who he is, and Harvey Dent, Two-Face, is the one who tells him the following poem. Solomon Grundy, born on Monday, christened on Tuesday, married on Wednesday, took ill on Thursday, grew warts on Friday, died on Saturday, buried on Sunday. That was the end of Solomon Grundy. And that is how Cyrus Gold got his name of Solomon Grundy. We've seen the character in several occasions in animation, in different shows like Justice League Action, Justice League Unlimited, and Batman and Superman Public Enemies. So for the most part, the character is a big fan favorite in terms of animation. And we've seen the character also in live action shows. Shows such as Legends of the Superheroes, that 70s comedy hour.
My friends call me Sal.
We also saw Salmon in that Arrow second season, that Turbo adaptation. I think it was poorly done. I mean, they could have done a better job with that adaptation. And just recently in Gotham as well with the Turbo adaptation.
Grundy not know.
I really think they did a terrible job with it. I mean, it was unintentionally funny. Going back to the action figure, this figure is based on the Arkham Asylum video games and Injustice. I didn't like the scale for that figure. The base figure I used for Solomon Grundy is Ultimate Hulk from Marvel Select. The first thing I had to work with, it was the hair. Luckily for me, Ultimate Hulk has a very precise military cut. That helps me work with the sculpt on the hair. I used traditional epoxy clay. I painted it white and I gave it a little bit of blue definition on the hair, just so it will have more depth into it. The rope is real. I just painted it with acrylic paint, and I used a little bit of Mod Podge so it wouldn't fray. I wanted to base the figure as much as I could on the DC Collectibles Arkham Asylum figure, but I didn't want to crack the figure open. I didn't know what I was gonna find inside of the actual figure and how much of a trouble it would be to build all the ribs and the heart and everything. So I just basically outlined it, the wounds, so it would stay there, so it wouldn't be an actual lid that you will take off and show the internal organs. I didn't want to take that risk with the figure. So I basically just put epoxy sculpt around it just to simulate where the actual wound would be, and I painted it with clear Tamiya red and black. I didn't want to worry too much about the skin. As you can tell, he's just gray, just like Solomon Grundy. But I outlined the eyes in black and yellow. I also worked the scars on the arms as well as the one I did on the chest. And I put a little bit of a light blue on the arms so I would have a little more detail on the veins. The chains are real. They came from a chained wallet that I used to have. It's a real metal, but it's not real rust. It is just black paint and brown, a little bit of a copper brown, so it looks like it's rust. I detailed the veins in the feet as well, and those locks and chains in the ankles came from WWE action figures, I believe. The vest is made out of vinyl, and the sleeves of the vest are made out of real denim. I use a little bit of Mod Podge and acrylic paint in order just so that the actual denim wouldn't fray as well. So I worked a little bit on that as well. What took the longest in this figure was the back part. As you can tell, I used several accessories from action figures. I used the knives and the hacks came from different action figures. Probably you recognize some of them. It took me a while to gather all this in street markets. I paid probably about anywhere from 50 cents up to $1 for each one of these. And you can also find similar accessories like this for trade-ins on Facebook groups. And I just cut the tip of it and put it together with some crazy glue. And that is just because I love the Injustice design so much. Okay, talking about the articulation on this figure, we have rotation left and right on the head. We also have the shoulder articulation as well as some rotation on the actual arm and the hand. We don't have an elbow joint, as you can tell. It's just already bent, and that is not kind of cool, but you know, you work with what you have. It doesn't have articulation on the hip, but it has a little bit on the groin and rotation on the leg. It doesn't have a knee articulation, as you can tell, but a little bit on the ankle as well, so that helps the figure to be a little bit poseable. And that's about it. I want to give a shout out to Celoc420, Christian Fernandez, and my homeboy Freddy Noriega as well, and my friend Mike Aedo. He is a great sculptor. Check out his channel. He is under Yo Soy Escultor Aedo. Check out his work. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Also, make sure you activate the bell so you know when we're uploading new videos. If you like the video, make sure you tell your friends about it. Follow me on my other social media outlets. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
That was the end of Solomon Grundy. Solomon Grundy. Solomon Grundy.